we all? Okay, today we are here because we want to discuss the psychology a little bit. Okay, maybe not so much, but a little bit. Basically, we want to understand what motivation is, sort of thing, and what it's doing to you. I'm making no sense, am I? Okay, right. Have you ever wondered why some days you're super motivated and other days there's a bit of a struggle? Because I think this happens to us all. Hold on. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm just doing something on my watch, which is highly unprofessional. Could you write in the comments a little bit and let us know how you're doing? All right. Send us a message. Cool. So what was I saying? Yeah. So understanding motivation and how it affects our daily lives is very important. So whether it's studying, playing sports, just getting things done, we're going to explore motivation and give some practical tips on how to stay motivated. If you want to boost your energy, reach your goals, then let's go, okay? My hair is a wreck. I actually plan to have my hair cut today, but I am so busy. I don't have time for a haircut, peeps. So let us know where you're coming from in the chat. Let us know what's going on in your life and all that. So, motivation action. The first thing you kind of have to understand about motivation is that motivation doesn't always just appear by itself. Sometimes you realise in life that motivation is actually something that you kind of have to force, which might sound a bit strange, to be fair. But I always say, if you've got a project to do, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm not motivated to do it yet." My point being is motivation often comes as a result of starting. Have you ever done a project where you get to the end of it and you think, I'm so glad I did that, but I didn't want to do it? Deep down, you did want to do it. You want the end result, but you didn't want to start the process because you were waiting for your motivation. You're waiting for that special moment of waking up feeling like, yes, today's the day. Well, I'll tell you something, people. It doesn't usually work like that. Usually motivation comes when you have started. So if you're waiting for that magical motivational moment, it ain't going to come until you start. Right, so that is my little top beginning point. I would also say find something you really enjoy doing. So maybe you're feeling like you want to work, but you kind of want to also have some fun too. Jaylene, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. So I would say, if you feel like you deserve a bit of fun, maybe you've worked hard. Give yourself a set time, maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever, just to maybe watch a film, play a little game. However, now here's the however. Don't get too caught up on that. A lot of people can have the reward, the fun, before doing the actual action. I think it's good to do it a little bit because it gets your mind into a chilled out zone, but not too much. Motivation comes knowing there's a reward after you've done the event. So promise yourself too that when I've achieved this, I can do this, whatever this is. Maybe you really enjoy watching your favourite soap episode, or I don't know, going to the cinema, little walk, going to the park, taking a dog for a walk, whatever it is that you really enjoy. Promise yourself you're going to do that. But after it's completed, that's a real way to kickstart your motivation there. And talking of which, goal setting. Set a goal for yourself that you want to achieve. Like maybe your goal is to get A in your class. Your motivation needs to be clear. Sorry, your goal needs to be clear to get motivation. So what is it you're really working towards? Are you actually working towards a high level in your class, or is it something like keeping fit? Do you want to build your muscles up? I need that. The fact is, if you just say, for instance, call it about working your muscles up. If you just say, I'm working out today and eventually it may pay off, it's too weak. It's too weak. If you want muscles and you want to be strong and you want to be able to lift things up, then you need to have that very clear in your mind. Really visualize what it is that you want to achieve. If you can visualize it, your mind is going to keep you going. You're going to feel much more like doing this thing every day. And if you don't, you're going to just endlessly keep working for no real reason. And I'll tell you what, your motivation's going to go out of that window. Hello to Daria. You like the horse sport. Now that sounds really cool. Do you go very far on your horse? Is it your horse or somebody else's? I would say, before you start a goal, make sure you have enough food, you feel safe, you spend time with your friends. Spend time with social, do a bit of social, get yourself out of your own zone. Make sure you're in a good environment. So often when I say safe, I don't necessarily mean physically safe, which is true, is good as well. But are you actually in a place where you can feel like you're not going to be disturbed? Maybe a coffee shop is the right place for you, maybe it's not. Sorry guys, this is so unprofessional. I've got a message come through from Kerry. She's disturbing me here because I'm trying to work. Where is it that you feel most comfortable working? I'd love for you to tell me. Right, hold on. This is so annoying. Right, sorry. Yeah, that looks good, Kerry. Send it. Sorry about that. Anyway, where were we? I'm so unprofessional at times. Self-determination action. Take control of your decisions. Try new things. Right, ultimately, why are you doing it? Are you doing it because somebody else has told you to do it? Maybe you've been born into a family that wants you to become a doctor or a scientist and all that. And I'm not saying any of these are bad, right? But are they for you? What is your real reason for doing something? Are you actually just doing something because you've always done it? For instance, when I became a Christian, I had been brought up in a family who believe in God, but I needed to understand it for myself. So I'd gone away, done my own research into God. I know I'm going off topic here, but the point is, I came to faith not because somebody else had told me to. And similarly to that, why are you setting your goals? What is it you want to achieve and why? Are you just doing it because you literally have been told all your life, you need to do this when you grow up? Maybe somebody hasn't even told you that directly, but you can have an impression of that subconsciously. Just know what to do. And sometimes it does require trying out some new things. You can sometimes not even know what you need. For instance, for me, I used to like staying in my hometown all the time and never going out of the town. And since I started going different places, I'm like, oh, actually, I do like going different places. So, dopamine action. What I was saying was celebrate your achievements with a reward for yourself, or just celebrating with people that are like-minded. Have you joined communities on Facebook, for instance, that have people trying to achieve the same goals? You can actually find a massive amount of motivation comes when you connect with others who have a similar goal. Get really clear on your goals. So make a specific plan on how you're going to reach your goals, like studying for an hour, maybe. Sorry, I've just had a comment. I can't read your name. I apologise for that. But it's a cool name. It looks good. Name a horse arena. I don't know any horse arenas, but I'm glad you've got a beautiful horse. That sounds lovely. Absolutely beautiful. What's that saying? What's that saying again? I can't remember. Okay, yeah. Get clear. How are you going to achieve this big goal? So say you want to, let's choose another one. You want to get 100 subscribers by the end of the month on YouTube. Okay, so how are you going to do it? You really got to break it down. I'm not good at maths, but say you'd want a certain amount each day, wouldn't you, to get to your 100 in the month? You'd also have to work out an action plan. How am I going to market myself? How am I going to advertise myself? So the main thing is, when you're setting a goal, don't just set a goal. Have we ever got to that point? I'm sure a lot of you have, where New Year comes and you set a goal for the year. Next New Year comes, it's like, oh, okay, you didn't reach that, but I better set the goal for next year. You're never going to achieve that goal if you don't put actionable steps down. You're not. Can I just say, if you're enjoying this content, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please leave me a like. Somebody's been liking the video quite a lot today, and I really appreciate whoever that is. If you want to see more stuff like this, basically. So yeah, work on your project at least an hour a day. At least. All right, at least. You should be doing more than that. I do on mine. Self-belief action. believe in yourself and your abilities. So are you actually believing you're going to achieve this, or is this just a pipe dream? I think a lot of the time we can kind of get into this state where we're wanting something, but also being very cautious. And we kind of think, if I believe that I'm going to do it and I don't, I'm going to have let myself down. Does that resonate with anybody? Coco Baby says, I hate you very much, even my sister. Oh, okay. Thank you, Coco. Really appreciate that. It's brilliant. I love it. We've got another comment say, 2 years in dog, a name of pets, you Gary. If I'm honest, I don't fully know what you mean, but sounds cool. What was I saying? Oh yeah, believe in yourself. If you're not believing in yourself, who's gonna? Right, don't be afraid to dream big. If you're dreaming big, the likelihood is you get somewhere. If you dream small, the likelihood is you probably get somewhere, but that will be a lot smaller than the place you kind of want to be. So yeah, you're going to fail. Yeah, you're going to win. But at different times, you know, sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to fail. Ultimately, don't worry. If you don't achieve what you want to achieve, it's fine. Just try harder next time. And I always say, for every time you try something and you fail, you actually learn what not to do next time and learn what to do or to try next time. So it's never really a fail, is it? Just try telling yourself when you get up in the morning, when you get stuck into your goal, say, I can do this. I can achieve this. I am able to. You can. Observational learning action. So look at those who are doing well, similar industry to you. See what you can learn from them. If you think you're the only person who's ever set the goal that you've got, you are almost 100% wrong. I don't think there pretty much is any goal, really, that nobody else has tried before. So get on YouTube, get on reading some books or blog entries or whatever, and just study what people have done, study where people have failed. I would say study the failures more, because you're going to know what you shouldn't be trying. Yeah, you can really just gain a good experience from learning what other people have done before you. The name I can't read says Pet Snail. Oh, Pet Snail called Gary. You're on about SpongeBob, aren't you? We love SpongeBob. My little girl is obsessed with SpongeBob. And so am I. Yeah. Rewards action, yeah? So enjoy the rewards, but also remember to enjoy your activity. Don't get too carried away in the fact that you need to achieve this goal when actually you should be enjoying the time that you are spending doing it. It's all a journey. It's all fun if you allow it to be. And if you don't enjoy the journey, I tell you what, you're probably not going to enjoy the result. The journey is all part of it. Nobody really has ever reached a goal, not normally, and looked back and said, well, I had no failures, pretty easy, just got it. Most times, look at any success story in the world, almost every time it will say, sorry, I'm reading the comments. Somebody said, ooh, thank you. Another person said, I'm a SpongeBob fan. Yeah, I like SpongeBob too. Do you hear spreads, Gary, your snails you mail? I like it. I don't know what that means. But now I've forgotten what I'm on about. So there you go. Thanks. No, you're all good. Get a life, Elia says. Okay, thank you very much. I shall go and get one. I'm going to have a look. Have I got a life? Oh, I think I found one. Oh, I have found a life. Oh, there it is, isn't it? Hey, it's my life. Woohoo! So, can you show your blanket? I can show my blanket. It's actually a wearable hoodie. So I've got my blanket and I've got my life right here. This is my life. So anyway, moving on. Positive mood action. So like I was saying before, get yourself in the mood, get yourself in the zone of what you want to be achieving. And so put on some good happy music, for instance, yeah? I'm sure we all love a good bit of music, don't we? We all love something to get us up and about and beat into the tune. Well, actually, there's some brilliant stuff out there. Google dance music, that's what I would say. Am I a dad? I certainly am. Jadisley the way. I can't read that, but Yeah. I am. I have a lovely little girl. Every time I reply to a comment, I can't remember what I'm on about. This is bad. This is bad. What was I saying? Oh yeah, music. That was it. So find some JD. Hello, JD. Get some really good music that you like. I listen to some fun, upbeat Christian music, if I'm honest. I listen to a channel called UCB, and that is absolutely fantastic. Gets me right in the zone. Reminds me what it's all about. You like to horse, beautiful horses. I like the fact that you've got beautiful horses. That's lovely. JD, hello. And hi to Rat. How you doing? If you're not subscribed to anybody, we need you to subscribe and hit the bell notification. Do I know BFDI? What's that? I don't know what that is. I do look cozy. I feel cozy, and probably, to be honest, I'm almost feeling a bit overheated. And do you know what? I wear a hat because my hair is such a state, I can't possibly take it off because it is so embarrassingly long. I need to get it cut. And we're going away on holiday next week, so I need to do it quick. Oh, Rat, you're... Oh, yes, I remember you from before, from a live video. You're good and you subbed. Well done. Thank you very much. I do not have ginger hair. I have blonde, but ginger's cool too. I like all colours. But look, this is how long my hair is. It's really ridiculously long. My mum recently got baptised, and I still refuse to take it off. I got in the pool tank to help her, and I just kept my hat on. Thank you, P. You subbed. You're epic. Well done. Ah, JD. I can relate. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Rat. Do you know what? I'm getting some lovely comments coming in. I really appreciate that. So what are we saying? Feedback action is my next point. Ask for feedback from your teachers or your friends or your family or people online. So I'm part of some support groups for like YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm part of these communities, and quite often I can send my videos off to people and say, what do you think of this? And they might say, improve on that, improve on that, improve on that. It's really important to get feedback, because remember, you're not going to grow and you're not going to learn and change what you're doing if you don't have people objectively coming and telling you what you need to do. I think sometimes we are so close to our own work, we don't really think about what we might need to change. You are awesome too, P. Thank you very much. Name I can't pronounce. Avatar film, beautiful. Cool. Awesome, JD. Indeed. Okay. Control action. Take charge of what you can, like choosing a project that interests you, like I said before. Just make sure it's something that you want to enjoy, you want to do. Achievement action. Set smaller goals to reach a big goal, mastering one chapter at a time. I think if you're going to get so much into the point where you're worrying about achieving your ultimate big goal, you're not actually going to achieve that big goal if you don't... Thank you for sending in the love hearts there, by the way. I really appreciate that. If you don't focus on the small little goals to get there, you're not going to get there at all, are you? How do you climb a mountain? Do you climb it by one big step up to the top of the mountain? No! You climb it bit by bit. And each time somebody climbs up the mountain, they just have to grab that next little leap. And at the time, it doesn't really feel like you're doing much, does it? But that's a similar situation for your life, right? You're not going to achieve massive goals straight away, but you are going to achieve the little goals. So break up your task into little segments and just see what you can achieve each day. Thank you, JD, for subscribing. Name I can't pronounce says Avatar, you film beautiful to the film Avatar. Lovely. Thank you. Okay. I've wrote down notes here. That's why I keep looking. Make sure you have freedom in your choices. Practice things you're good at. Spend time with your friends. So remember that your goal is not a job, right? You don't work for somebody with a goal. That's the great thing about a goal. This is yours. So don't feel so committed to it, like you're working. Like you have to do this and you can't do that. You know, that's turning into not so much of a goal, but more of a pressure. Just allow yourself to do what you need to do sometimes. And that doesn't always mean being on the clock. Wait, my cat, says P. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering that, JD, what cat? Extrinsic, can't say it. Extrinsic reward awareness. Notice when rewards make less fun and balance it with things you do enjoy naturally. So are you just almost falling into the reward trap? I think sometimes we can actually get so caught up in must set myself rewards that you actually find you're not really enjoying these rewards at all. The rewards you set for yourself when you achieve certain segments of your challenge, of your goal, they need to actually be genuinely fun. If you're just setting yourself a reward like, oh, I'm going to go for a big jog, and you don't actually like jogging, it's not much of a reward, is it? No, it's not. So make sure you enjoy them. Cognitive dissonance action. Reflect on your beliefs and actions. Adjust them if they don't match up. Is what you're doing and taking part in something that matters to you? Is it aligning with your values? Because you might actually be suffering from lack of motivation due to the fact that you're not into it. You know, it might be a goal that you think, I want to be part of, but if it doesn't align with your core fundamental values, it's not going to work, is it? Lily is your cat pee. That's cute. Oh, JD. I'm going to take the cat. Oh, dearie me. This is turning into quite a conversation on there. Yes, Avatar 13. It's your beautiful avatar. About to film Desert View Christmas Avatar. Okay. JD, you like my pillow? Thank you. Yeah. I've had this for ages. I've had it years. Still looks good condition, doesn't it? Right, nobody should steal cats, please. No cat stealing, thank you. This is mad. Embrace challenges as opportunities and learn to grow. You're going to suffer challenges along your way when you're doing a goal. These are opportunities to learn. Write down what went wrong, what went right, and know what, like I said earlier, you know what to do better next time, won't you? So understand motivation. Learn about motivation theories to understand what keeps you going. Study motivational videos, basically, like what I'm doing. You know, watch more of me, aka. Motivation reflection. So take a moment, think about why you're doing something, what it's all about. Do you actually stop and appreciate what you're doing? Do you ever just get up in the morning and think, I'm going to work on my goal? Or why am I doing my goal? Think about it. You know, just say it once. Really think about what you're doing and why. Enjoy the process, remember. So don't forget, motivation isn't just about the end result. Enjoy the journey, learn along the way. Find people who inspire you. I'm just reading my list. Some of them I've repeated, to be honest. Share goals with someone you trust. It makes you more committed. When you've got like an accountability partner, somebody who's literally checking up on you and saying, okay, how you doing with this? How you doing with that? And if you can't say great, then you're going to feel the pressure. And I'll tell you what, that motivation is going to be bubbling over. Break tasks down. I've said that already. Create a routine action. Establish a daily routine. Right. Is it part of your daily routine? Are you actually that committed to a goal that you have a time block limit, a schedule of when you do these jobs and when you don't do these jobs? Not working hard enough can be just as bad as overworking. Both are bad and everything needs a limit, right? So create a healthy lifestyle, first and foremost, by eating well, exercise, and get enough sleep. The problem with my motivation so many times is that I don't get enough sleep. Right, it's terrible. Waking up feeling drained, going to bed feeling wide awake. Do we all have that issue? I think it's like an issue pretty much all of us suffer normally. I'm going to bed, I'm like, I don't want to go to bed. I want to work. And then I wake up in the morning, I was like, I want to go to bed. Yeah, that all comes down to getting a good sleep schedule, a good routine, a good schedule, sort it all out. And your motivation will come naturally. And what else do we have in there? Try different study approaches, different methods. Does reading help you best? Does listening help you best? I like listening. Listening to podcasts is good on the subject of learning your goal. Or does maybe even watching something work best? Try different methods to see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And prioritize action. So I always say focus on the most important tasks or the most grueling tasks first, which quite often are the same thing. You don't want to get to the end of the day and think, well, at least I've achieved the little things. Sorry, I'm just like reading the comments here. You like the blue eyes? Oh, thanks. Yeah. They are rather blue, aren't they? Appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate your kind comments today. It's nice. We had some haters on here earlier, but it's all good. They can come and go if they want. Yeah. Really make sure you achieve what you set out to achieve in the day. You know, the little tasks can actually be distractions, and as much as you think you're getting on with things, I found it myself. I can get so overwhelmed with doing the little tasks that I've tricked myself into thinking I'm being productive, and I'm not. You really do have to write it down. Really do. If you don't write down what you need to do in order of priority, you can forget it. It's not going to work. So challenge yourself. Push yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone, and it will lead to motivation. And I'm not even just on about work stuff, right? Sometimes challenging yourself can be a brilliant way of teaching your mind that you are capable of doing things that you never expected. Here's one for you. Try having a cold shower. I do it begrudgingly. It's scary. Okay, that's not scary. Uncomfortable. But what has that taught me? It's actually taught me that I'm more capable of doing things that I never thought I could do. Practicing saying no. Practicing being assertive. When you practice things you're not comfortable with, you train yourself to know that you can achieve more than you realised you could achieve. And that will in turn boost your motivation. Okay, so keep track. Use a journal or an app to track your progress. And I'll tell you what, if I didn't write it down or tick what I'd achieved, I probably would get to the end of the week and think, what did I actually achieve? Have your to-do list. But when it's done, save what you've completed. And it's brilliant. Look back at the end of the week. If you want motivation, I'll tell you what, looking back at the end of the week, looking back at the end of the week and seeing all the completed stuff you've done, now that is motivation in itself. Am I right? Come on, am I right? I believe I am. So yeah, a bit of teamwork can help too. Other tasks you can do with other people. Can you collab with people online? Can you collab with your family? Is there anything that you can share a workload with? Maybe one could do, if you're with somebody physically, someone could do the designing, the artwork, and you could do the writing part of it or whatever. If you join in with somebody else, oh wow, changes your motivation altogether. Don't get me wrong, I love working alone sometimes, a lot of the time actually, but sometimes combining with somebody else can just give you that bit of extra boost when you're not feeling it. You can do it together, right? Try that if you've not tried it before. Reflect and learn. So every time you complete an action, work out, write down, reflect on what went wrong and what went right. And shift your mindset. Instead of saying, I have to, what you've got to say is, I get to. And not just say it out loud, but say it in your mind. When you wake up, do you think, oh gosh, I have to get on with this, I got to do that? Or do you think, I am so blessed, wow, how cool is this that I get to be part of this? I get to do this job in order to achieve this goal. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's so much fun. So you can trick yourself, well, not trick yourself, but remind yourself of why you're doing it, basically. Motivational quotes, images, stuff like that. Have you got good quotes around your room? I don't, if I'm honest. I should, although I've got these cool little things going on. Having like motivational quotes, or maybe even, no worries, P. It's been great to have you, and we'll see you soon. All right, God bless. Having quotes going on around your room or around your workspace, whatever, to give you that boost, something that means something to you, not just quotes that are silly that you think it's supposed to be encouraging. If it's not, it's not, is it? Maybe you want to get rich. Let's be honest. Have pictures of money. I'm not saying worship money. No, I'm not. Have pictures of, okay, maybe instead of that, have pictures of sunsets, holidays, nice destinations, to remind you what it's all about. Or, let's be real, even better than that, pictures of your family, pictures of people who matter to you. Do tomorrow if you have time, P says. I will try, all right? I'll certainly try. Thank you very much. Great to have you with us. Same goes for everybody, by the way. Great to have you all with us today. Yeah. What's going to motivate you? Not what's going to motivate the rest of the world. You. I'm on about you. And if you're not motivated, it doesn't really matter what the rest of the world gets motivated by for this topic, does it? Gratitude. Action. Gratitude action. Take a moment to appreciate what you got. You've got a lot of things around you. Even the fact that you have a house, you have breath, you have a goal, you have the ability to do all these things. Not everybody has all that, actually. There's a lot of people in the world who kind of, they would want what you've got. So be thankful. And when you achieve a goal, be grateful. Just be really glad about what things are going right. When we get into productive mode, we kind of have this mindset where we feel like you have to be serious and, oh, if I don't be serious, I'm not gonna achieve it. But no, that's not the case. Actually, being positive will help you achieve much more. Being grateful is something I've found goes a long way. Each morning I wake up, I thank God for a brand new day and for the gift of life. And yeah, it's important, isn't it? Time management apps or tools. Use tools like planners, apps, reminders, schedules, stopwatches. That's what I do. I use a stopwatch. Yeah, I use a stopwatch to manage my time, to check how long I'm going on something for. And I have a to-do list app, which actually, if I'm honest, I usually write in my notes, but you just need these tools available to you. There's an effect, there's a, what do they call it? The Pomodoro tool. I can't remember exactly what it is, but something to do with separating your, hold on, your workout with time, with, see, I'm not concentrating now, am I? With breaks in the middle, basically. And challenge comparison action. Focus on your own progress instead of comparing it to others. This is your journey, not somebody else's. Your journey is going to go totally different to somebody else's. So why worry about how yours adds up to somebody else's? It's not there. It's not their journey. And all journeys start differently. Celebrate your actions, your milestones. I've said most of these. Break bad habits. Identify habits in your motivation. It's a big one. What are you doing that's causing your motivation or your work to drop? Are you checking Facebook too much? Yes, I heard that. You are, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Put it down, all right? I literally have had to put a app on my phone, well, screen time for iPhone, yeah, to manage my time. And I've got a password protected that I don't even know, and I don't even know what the number is. I've told Kerry to have the number because I cannot have myself distracted too much and going on to other things when I want to be solidly working on something else. If you know that you are somebody who likes to, or not even likes to, but does get distracted, use the screen time password. Hello, Giggy. How you doing? If you're somebody who gets distracted very easily, get yourself somebody who's going to have a password to lock you out of your own device. And do you know what? That sounds extreme, but I've got it where I've got certain websites I allow myself to access for work at like certain times and all that. And basically block out everything else. Because if I don't do that, I can tell you what, I could spend hours doing things that are not going to benefit me. I think we can all be like that, can't we? That is our nature. So that's a really top tip I want to just give you there. Use yourself an accountability partner who can keep track of what you get up to online or on your device. And that person will help you just focus on productivity and just, yeah, cutting out the bad habits, basically. Find inspiration from TED Talks, books, podcasts, like I said earlier, and YouTube videos, especially from our channel. Woo, hint, hint. All right. So what else can I say? I can say, just really remember what it's all about. Ultimately, my biggest tip is remember what you're doing it for. If you're not motivated, are you actually thinking about the end result? Are you actually thinking what it's all about? Or is it just something you're doing because you've told yourself that's what you're doing? If you're not feeling motivated, there's every chance that you're not focusing on your goal. Simple as that. So what do you do to get motivated? Leave us a comment, let us know. And if you have any tips to get motivated, you can absolutely share it in the comments. Apart from that, I have literally exhausted my list and I gave you about 45 tips, so that's pretty cool. If you didn't get here from the start, rewind the video, make notes, and watch yourself as your productivity and motivation life improves for the better. And I am going to say, take care, love you all, and may the good Lord bless us all. See you later.